little bit of a delay, a little bit of technical difficulties on my end of things. We're finally here. How's everybody doing? Sorry, I'm a little late. Sorry, we normally go a quarter before. That's our normal start time, and we're 15 minutes late. So I apologize for being a little late, but I promise to make it up to you guys with your questions being answered. How's everybody doing? Anybody Anybody watching this Jets Vikings game right now? Good morning, y'all. How you doing? Sounds like the Vikings have kind of stalled out a little bit in the second half here, and I wonder that's because of Aaron Jones being out, which is not great. But hey, if you have Ty Chandler, you're sitting kind of pretty then for, maybe if Aaron Jones misses next week, it's then the Ty Chandler show. So it's a good day to be a Vikings fan. Let me just say that. Okay. Anyway, let's get to some of these questions. There are some good questions to be asked. There are some interesting things to know about today's slate of games. So we're going to start off with Josh Downs and Amari Cooper. It's hard to trust Cleveland. But the fact, when you look at Jacksonville in the Colts right now, yes, that's typically been a high scoring game. There is going to be a ton of rain in that game, unfortunately. I'm going to go Amari. Even though Downs does do better, or has done better, I should say, with Flacco as his QB, it's going to be raining. I don't really want any part of that. So because of that, I'm going to say Amari Cooper going up against Washington, and in a game that maybe Washington is playing with the lead. Who knows? Maybe there's something there. Let's see here. Another one, Scary Terry, Michael Pittman. Same thing. I'm going Scary Terry. I think normally I would, like, if weather was neutral and everything was equal, I would say Pittman, but that rain game, that the rain in Jacksonville does scare me a bit. Thanks for this, because I'm 3-0. Hey, that's why we do this. 4-0 even. I was going to say 4-0 is what we said here. BTJ or Tyreek. I'm still going to go Tyreek. You don't want to be the guy that benched Tyreek. The fact is, though, again, Jacksonville in that rain. So not a fan of that. Chase Brown, Tyrone Tracy this week. I'm going to go Tyrone Tracy. I'm not a huge fan of Chase Brown with the Baltimore matchup. It's just not great. Tracy doesn't have a great matchup either with Seattle, but it's better than Chase Brown. So let's see. Pick 2, Wicks, Higgins, Kirk, and Tank. Chase is your wide receiver 1, and Haint or Sermon. This is an interesting question. Your wide receivers, I'm not going to choose Tank. I'm not going to choose Kirk. So it's really between Wicks and Higgins. And I'm going to lean Wicks. Honestly, I think Higgins has the lower floor compared to Wicks, just because with Wicks, there is no Christian Watson, and there is no great punt by the Vikings. There is no Dobbs, and there is no Watson. So I'm going to lean Wicks on that one. Your running back then, Kareem Hunt or Javonte or Sermon. Maybe I'll combine both of these. Kareem Hunt, Javonte, or Sermon. Denver going up against Vegas. Kareem has a tough matchup against the Saints. I'm probably going to lean I'm going to lean Kareem. I'm going to lean Kareem Hunt over the other two. I'm going to lean Hunt over Sermon. I'm going to lean Hunt over Javonte then as well. Freiermuth or Tucker Kraft this week. I'm a big Tucker Kraft guy this week, so I'm going to go Kraft over Freiermuth. Flowers or McLaurin from Bad Awesome Ape. Terry McLaurin for sure. Flowers or McLaurin. Let's see. I got that one already. Atwell or Kincaid in the flex. Go Kincaid. They're going to need to throw the ball. Houston's going to be able to put up points. So Kevin, my guy, running back 2s this week are Scary, Tracy or Gibson. I'm going to lean Tracy. I really just don't want any part of this New England offense. Ramondre's not getting the start, means more reps for Gibson, but I really don't want I don't want to be involved with that Patriots offense at this moment. Atwell Kincaid, got that one already. Should I trade Jerome Ford or Ramondre for Michael Pittman? I would say you could do Jerome Ford just because his role is going to be decreasing here. Vikings sacked Rodgers inside the 5. Let's go. With Nick Chubb on his way back, if you can flip Ford for Pittman, that's definitely the move I would do. Josh Jacobs or David Montgomery? Well, David Montgomery is on a bye this week. So as a reminder, we've got 4 teams on bye this week. We've got the Lions, the Chargers, the Titans, and the Eagles are all on bye. So if you have any player on one of those 4 teams, got to get them out of your lineup. So for sure, Josh Jacobs here. Byron over on Facebook. What do you think about Dalvin Cook? Hold him, let him go. Let him go. Let him go. Thank you. You are welcome. Welcome there. Oh, Rodgers almost got sacked in the end zone. Dang it. I was offered Hill for Cup and Dell. Should I accept? I would keep Cooper Kupp and Tank at that point. I think Cooper Kupp coming back will definitely level that out. And if the Houston offense clicks, then Tank is going to be a nice piece to have. So I wouldn't do that just yet. Worthy or Amari Cooper in PPR. I'm probably going to go Worthy on that one just because his situation is going to demand more usage, if that makes sense. I mean, there's no one that Mahomes can be throwing to in this game outside of Juju and it's Juju, Justin Watson, Xavier Worthy, Travis Kelce. Worthy's got to do something. So, oh gosh. And here we go. Pushing and shoving. Gosh. Everyone thinks that they're right. And so they're going to, gosh, I don't like those. How well do you think Io Shivas will do this week? Not well. There's nothing that if you're playing Io Shivas, it's because literally your entire bench is on IR. That's how I see it now with T. Higgins back. Javonte or Madison in PPR. I'm probably going to go Javonte on that one. Denver has been playing better on defense as of late. So yeah, while Zamir is out, I'm hesitant to really give the chance to Madison in that kind of offense as well. Let's see. I got Jordan Love off waivers last week. I don't know why anyone dropped him. That great point. I don't understand why you would do that, really. Tank Dell or Scary Terry for me on that one. Pickens or BTJ. Give me George Pickens. Tougher matchup against Dallas, but again, I really don't want anything to do. Like the only players that I would feel comfortable starting is Travis Etienne. And even at that, I'm not super thrilled with it. So Alec Pierce over Io Shivas, I would find another option on waivers. I would find another option on waivers. Tyler, great name, Tyler on Facebook. ETN or James Cook? You still go James Cook on that one. Who should be my 2 starters out of these 3? Pickens, Wicks, or T. Higgins? Great question. Wicks, I would say, and gosh, where we 26. I'd probably lean T. But I think T and Wicks are probably the 2 that you should go with there. ETN or Zach Moss? Travis Etienne for sure. Kittle or Ferguson? I really don't think you can go wrong with either. I would probably lean Ferguson. Just San Francisco, maybe in a blowout. He's not 100% healthy, but he'll play. He's just not 100%. I would probably lean Ferguson still, but of course, when you've got such a cool name like that, I gotta help support. David, you are very, very welcome. Adrian Collins or Olave. Nico is a set it and forget it player at this point. You never take him out unless it's the bye week. What two do I play? Wicks, Wandale, Diggs, and Deontay. Personally, I am a big fan of Diggs this week. And then it's kind of a toss-up for me between Deontay and Wicks. I'm gonna lean Deontay. The guy's gotten double-digit targets in back-to-back weeks, so it's I don't want to go as far to say that he's matchup proof, but that's what it feels like. So I'm Deontay and Diggs there for me. Adrian, you are very, very welcome. Lover Allen this week. Love getting the Rams. I think you still go Josh Allen. I think that's still okay, but what do I do with Mostert at this point? I think he's a hold for at least 2 more weeks just to see if he has I shouldn't say a bigger role, but like what his role is going to be in this Miami offense without Tua, because it feels like they've needed another playmaker outside of Ty Chandler. Gosh. Because it's almost like they needed another player in the backfield to kind of take the load off of the quarterback to make all those big throws. So I think he's a hold for at least another week or two, and then you reevaluate from there. Hill or Wicks this week, you still go Tyreek. What's up, Avery? How you doing, buddy? Logan, Carr or Flacco? I'm gonna go Derek Carr. Yeah, not a big fan. Again, that Indy Jacksonville game has got me worried a bit with the amount of rain. So Adam on Facebook, Tyrone Jennings or Wandale. I'm gonna go Wandale for sure. With no neighbors. That's a pretty lucrative role you could say that he's in for today. I was offered Bijan for Kyren. If you're getting Kyren, I would accept it. But if you have to give up Kyren to get Bijan, I would not take that. Which I will transition right into this question. Should I panic if I have Bijan? I wouldn't panic to say. I wouldn't panic, but I would be kind of quietly, gosh, Reichert is so good. I would be quietly shopping around. Like if you can go pull off like a Kyren Williams, right? Like you can get a player like that in return, even if it's a 1-for-1, maybe you can package something up where you got a nice wide receiver piece and a nice running back piece, something like that. I would consider it. But at the same time, it's Bijan, and you know that this is a year one coordinator in his first offense. Bijan's doing a little bit different of he's got a different the assignment that he has in the running game. It's a little different than what he's used to. He in college, at least, he was very much between the tackles, but he could also go outside. Feels like it's kind of flipped this year. He's very much outside and very rarely going between the tackles. So I think there is a chance that Bijan finally clicks at some point halfway through the year. So he could be a good buy low candidate. But at the same time, if you're 2-2, you're 1-3, and you've got Bijan, I think it might be time to kind of quietly shop around. And you have Kyren. Gosh. So screw whatever I just said. It doesn't really even matter now. Let me throw out some other options for you. You could do like a Ken Walker. I would consider Ken Walker. I think like rest of the season, I might have Ken Walker ahead of Bijan. But you could also, you could do a Devon Achane. That one feels a little off just because he's going to be so low in value. But if you have Kamara too, I would just keep Kyren and Kamara in and just have Bijan on the bench. I don't think at that point it's worth shopping around. Back to more questions. Cooper the dog. Yes, Cooper's back. Pat Freiermuth, David Njoku, and Bowers or Kincaid. So between Freiermuth and Njoku, I'm going to go Freiermuth. Bowers or Kincaid. Bowers and Kincaid. Gosh, that one's tough because Bowers has kind of slowed. Excuse me. Bowers has kind of slowed down a little bit. I would lean Kincaid and then take down Keenan Allen. I would go find someone on waivers. Under the assumption that there is someone good enough to start over them, if that makes sense. Like if you got it, if Dontavian Wicks is out there, go get Dontavian Wicks. Baseball shorts, should I buy low on Hall? And if so, who should you trade essentially? I think Brees is a buy low, but at the same time, I feel like most Brees managers are going to try to get full value in return. So I would say he's a buy low just for the fact that he's not been producing like we've wanted him to, right? You drafted him in the middle of the first round and he hasn't been producing like that. So that creates that buy low narrative. But at the same time, if the manager isn't going to sell him at a cheaper price, he's not a buy low. Brandon on Facebook, Swift or JSN at the flex. Gosh, I really don't want to trust Swift, so I would go JSN, but that's I would still go JSN there. Should I panic if Jacobs is my running back one? No, absolutely not. He's going to find the end zone at some point. And when he does, it's going to be amazing. So Rico Dowdle, Chase Brown, or Leggett non-PPR in the flex. Probably go Leggett, honestly. I think, I would still go Leggett. Like Chase Brown against Baltimore, yikes. Rico Dowdle against Pittsburgh, yikes. Like at that point, you're choosing who's going to have the higher yards because I don't think any of those three guys are going to score. So you're just looking at who's going to put the most yards. I think it's going to be Leggett. Let's see, Elijah, should I pick up Chubb for Addison, Dell, or Ingram, or let him take up a roster spot, or is he not going to do much when he comes back? It's going to take him a minute. I think Chubb is not going to hit the ground running by any means. I think you're okay. I think depending on what happens on the other players, I think that's the best way to say it. I don't think there's any way that you can necessarily like get ahead of the curve when it comes to Nick Chubb. So you kind of let the three kind of, those three guys, Addison, Dell, or Ingram. I mean, if you've got a better tight end than Evan Ingram, I would probably then just drop Ingram and pick up Chubb. That's the only thing I would do. But other than that, like let those three guys kind of have like a mid off, if that makes sense. Like who's going to be the worst of the three, and at that point you can just drop them and then pick up Nick Chubb. So, Avery, Pickens, Ayuk, Wicks start 2. I'm going to say, gosh, Ayuk, it's been tough with Ayuk. I'm going to say Pickens. Wicks is for sure. Oh, man. I would probably say Ayuk. I would say Ayuk still. It's not been great, but they put up points against Arizona. So, Jeremy, hello. How you doing? My guy? Elijah, so just leave it for now. I would just leave it for now. Because again, if you've got a tight end that you're playing over Evan Ingram right now, I would drop Evan Ingram. But if he's your guy, then I wouldn't. Yikes. Wow, no DPI. Wow. Rodgers usually gets those calls. I'm just saying. Wicks are worthy at the flex. I'm going Wicks. Wicks for sure. Fun fact Friday. Ew. Purdy or Fields this week. I'm gonna go Brock Purdy. He's my start of the week at quarterback. I know Fields has been good, but Purdy against Arizona has also been very, very good. So I'm gonna go Purdy on that one. Elijah, I have Pat and Kraft. Go ahead and cut. I would cut Ingram. To go, and you can add Chubb at that point. Appreciate it, of course, Avery. I got you. Chickeen. Sorry, I almost said Chicken King, and that's not correct. It's Chickeen. Can you see my comments? I cannot, unless I miss it. There it is. Caleb or Flacco? Caleb. Unfortunately, it's gross. I don't like it. I really don't like either. I might look at waivers for your quarterback. Jason Ferguson or BTJ? I'm assuming at your flex. I'm going to say Ferguson. And then Chase Brown, Kareem Hunt, or should I pick someone up? I would go Kareem Hunt. There. Let's see. Brian Thomas or Terry McLaurin? Terry McLaurin, my guy. Terry McLaurin just got offered I give away Madison and CD for Debo and Montgomery. Do I take it? That's a fascinating one. I would say no, just because CD is like top 3 at the position. Debo doesn't have that same upside, and I don't see the upgrade from Madison to Montgomery as enough of an upgrade to kind of fill the void that is created from going from CD to Debo. So I wouldn't do it, but that's an interesting one because I can see where your league mate is coming from. I can see why, I can see the thought that they had. Najee, Brian Robinson, or Deontay in full PPR. Washington, Brian Robinson. I would probably go Deontay. If I had to rank them, I would go Deontay, Brian, and Najee. That's what I would do. Should I start Ferguson over McBride? I would. I doubt McBride is going to be fully healthy. I doubt he's going to be 100% healthy. So I would go Ferguson over Jeremy. Can you see my comment? Stroud or Daniels? Daniels, I would say. Nah, I would go Stroud. If that game is going to be as high scoring, gosh, Darnold is flustered. I would still go Stroud. Connor Productions, pick one: Brian Thomas Jr., Dontavion Wicks, and full PPR. Give me Dontavion Wicks. Again, that weather in Jacksonville scares the bejeebers out of me. So, should I start McBride and Ferg? Oof. I would start Ferguson over McBride and find someone else then for your flex. So let me go back to your question. Let me see if I can find it. Let me know who your other flex options are. Connor, very welcome, sir. Sorry if you got to this. Pick 2 between Amari, Zach Moss, Downs, Madison, Wandale. For me, it's Wandale for sure. And probably Amari Cooper. It feels weird because Madison with the full workload going against Denver, though, I'm not the biggest fan of. Downs in the rainy game in Jacksonville, not a fan of. Zach Moss against Baltimore, not a big fan of either. So I would go Wandale and Amari there. Burrow or Purdy from Sonon, I would go with Purdy. Darnold, gosh, shoot. Godly, man. We're going to lose this game. Pick 2, Pickens, Deontay, or Hunt. Pickens and Deontay for me. Chris, very, very welcome, sir. Gosh, what happened on this ball? Did it get away from him? Tracy or Dowdle and PPR, go with Tyrone Tracy. That's... Just got away from him a little bit. Boy, here we go. We're going to lose this game. Kyler Murray, Justin Fields. I would go with Kyler. It's close, but it's Kyler. Peter over on YouTube, Stevenson, Madison, or Tank. Probably Madison. I would go Ramondre still. Even if he gets just 12 carries, he can still score on one of them. I would probably still go Ramondre. Should I trade Hall? I would not. I personally would not, but you can, in a similar sense to Bijan, you can quietly kind of see like what's the value on Brees. But I wouldn't necessarily go all out and just say he's a complete sell. Charbonnet, Sermon, Steele, and Waddle start to need one running back and one flex. I would say Sermon for sure. And then at the flex, you got to go Waddle. Which, yeah, doesn't feel great, but you got to go Waddle. What do I do with Devon Achane? Hold. It's going to suck for the next couple weeks, but you got to hold. Should I start Cam Akers? I would not. The guy has just not done anything with the opportunities that he has. I mean, yeah, Buffalo is a decent matchup, but gosh, let's stop playing this cover 2 shell and just letting everything underneath just eat us up. Gosh, that's the one thing I don't like about this defense is that you get ahead second half and there's no adjustments to the offense, just clearly taking the 5-yard passing or, the 5-yard passes and then turning it into 8 or 9 on the ground. Avery, do you like JT? Yeah, I do. This week I do. How long will Joe Mixon be out for? He's out again this week. He should be back then the week after. Stranger Kincaid at tight end. That's a Kincaid. I would not. I think you can cut Ingram at this point. Bulldog, you are very welcome, sir. Oh, I thought we picked him. Conklin's hurt. Slow to get up. Cook, very welcome, sir. AJ on YouTube, Kirk or Fields. Kirk already played on Thursday, so I don't know if you're going to be able to get him in, so you're going to have to go Fields. Ishan, you're very welcome as well. Should I trade for Mixon? Depending on the price, because the guy is coming off of an ankle injury. So there is some risks that he isn't going to exactly be what he was before the injury, but if you can get him at a cheaper price, I would consider it. That's grounding because he threw the ball away. Sorry. Meta commentary on Jets Vikings game. Very, very welcome. Next week. Oh boy, we're already answering next week's questions. Oh man. Gosh, I mean, I haven't even looked at the matchups for next week yet. Gosh. Falcons, Panthers, Fields, Raiders, Fields, probably. Gosh. Would you trade Connor for Mixon? No, because I see them. Not that I see them similarly. I think Connor's too good of a piece to give for Mixon with the risk that comes with Mixon. T-Bone, what happened? Stafford, Flacco, or Carr? I'm going to go Carr. Yes, you better sub. Yes. Thank you, Avery. Very, very much appreciate that shout out. If you are not subscribed, we do these every single week. We have 3 podcast episodes that come out every single week, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. YouTube, Apple Podcasts, anywhere that you get your podcasts, we are there. We post shorts every single day on our Fantasy Football Fellas Shorts channel. Shout out to all of you that are watching on the Shorts channel right now. But yeah, if you're not subbed, make sure you are. Make sure you're following us. We are giving you league-winning content every single day of the week. And if you want our more fledged out thoughts, that's where you check out the podcast. We have a Discord page that you can join for absolutely free, where you can go. We are about 2,100 strong, 2,200 strong, I think, over there. Ask all of your trade questions, starts and sits. You will have people there answering. We are there as well. We do AMAs, all that kind of stuff. We are here to help you win your league. So again, make sure you're following us. Make sure you're subscribed. Join our Discord page. It should be in the descriptions or in the bios of wherever you're watching from. If not, you can go over to our social pages, find our link tree, and it should be there as well. Do I start Allen this week? Josh Allen, yes. Josh Allen, yes. My other flex options are JSN and BTJ. I would go JSN. Now the question then is McBride or JSN. I would probably still go McBride at that point. Pick 3: Amari, Pittman, Javonte, Sermon, and Najee. I would go with, oh man. Stewart got no friends. Stewart's got friends. I would go with Javonte, Sermon, and Amari. Actually, go with the 3 running backs. James Cook and Marvin Harrison, T-Bone. Oh, there's T-Bone. Oh, there we go. I would go with James Cook. Gosh, what a whiner, what a crybaby. Um, so you like Wicks over Kirk as a flex option this week? Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Kraft or Kincaid at tight end. Essentially, who's going to score? I think Kincaid has a good shot at scoring, so I'll go Kincaid. What? Lamar or Daniels? I would go Lamar. You can't go wrong with either, though. Not sure how that's a flag. Okay, whatever. McLaurin or BTJ? McLaurin. Going McLaurin there. Kyler or Mahomes? Go Kyler for sure. Go Kyler for sure. Is McBride out this week? It sounded like he's playing. But like I said earlier, there's no way that he's going to be playing 100%. Gosh, Garrett Wilson. Dude, shut up. Scoreboard. Um, yeah, Mark Andrews is tough. Yeah, it's tough. Wicks or Sermon? I'm gonna go Wicks on that one. It's 11:30 right now. Okay, so we'll go for about 20 more minutes, and then I will cut you loose. So then you can go make these changes into your lineups. So again, continue to ask your questions. Greatly appreciate all of you guys tuning in from wherever you are on whatever platform you're watching us on. Greatly appreciate you guys tuning in. So Hill, BTJ, Wandale, or more start two. I would say probably Tyreek and Wandale. Yeah, I'd go Tyreek and Wandale. Gosh, I told you the Vikings are going to lose this game. Not sure how that's. Not sure how that's DPI, but absolute crybabies. Garrett Wilson. um, let's see here. Garrett Wilson, shut up, dude. He's doing the whole like they're talking too much. They're talking too much. We're winning. What do you want? Okay, do I start McBride or Kincaid? I would go Kincaid probably. It's close, but it's Kincaid. Kraft or Kincaid as well. Tyreek Hill or Worthy? Tyreek Hill. You still have to play him. It's tough. Thing is, like you can't sit Tyreek. I would stay away from his props. You still have to start Tyreek because he can house a 70-yarder on any week, no matter who his quarterback is. Are you a Vikings fan? I am. If you couldn't tell by my meta commentary on Garrett Wilson, I am a Vikings fan. With my quarterback situation, Dalton and Flacco, should I trade for Fields this week, or will it not go through in time? It's not going to go through in time. So I would just go Dalton on that one. Who should I start? Hunt, Dell, or Atwell in PPR? I'm probably going to go Kareem Hunt. Over those three. For the flex, Deontay, Brian Robinson, or Jawan Jennings. I'm going to go Deontay, but if it's half PPR or standard, Brian Robinson then. Let's get back through some of these. Jacob of Facebook, Hunt or Achan. Oh, Achan. Just got offered Hall for Jamar. What do I do? I'd sit on it. I would sit on it. I wouldn't. Hey, there we go. I wouldn't do anything this week on it. Just give it today. Give it today. Zach Moss or Gibson. Gross. This one's tough. Carl, nothing against you. It's just Zach Moss against Baltimore, Antonio Gibson against Miami. Maybe go Gibson. I just don't feel great about either. Would you hold on or trade Mark Andrews? He's been killing me. Honestly, I might even just cut him. I would hold for this week just to see what happens in a high-scoring game. But, man, It's, it's gross. It's maybe the best way to say it. Um, let's see. Flex Worthy or Coleman. That is Xavier Worthy for sure. Putting up 2.5. What a happy day. Yeah. Like this was the downside of blocking the back on who? Oh, whatever. There's a block in the back on every play. Come on. That one that is literally blocking in the back, but like there's a block in the back every single play. Let's be real. Someone's offering me CFC for Josh Allen. Nope, don't take that one. Nope. Um so speaking of CMC, any news? Sounds like it's gonna be closer to like week 8, and then there's a ramp up period. I'm not feeling great about it. There's no way that you can feel great, I should say. Hurts or Daniels? I hope again that this isn't a next week question because I don't know who they're facing, but Hurts is on bye. So Daniels is your option there. Need upside. Great. Hey, this is a great point. You need upside this week. Javonte, Brown, or Leggett, and it's Leggett. Leggett is your upside. And then after that, probably Javonte. So those are your two upside guys from those options. Sermon or Higgins in half PPR. I'm probably gonna go Higgins still. I don't. It's a matter of if Sermon hits the end zone, because if he doesn't, it's not a great. I shouldn't say it's not great, but if he's going to just get 15 carries for 80 yards, it's 8 points. T. Higgins can get 80 yards on 4 catches. So it's a matter of like, I would say Higgins. Long story short, I'm going to say Higgins. Oh, the Jets fans in misery. Deontay or McLaurin this week. I'm going to go Deontay still. Terry has been better, which is very good to see, but I would still go Deontay. Got that one already. Should I trade Higgins, and who do I trade him for? It's kind of tough to say just because we've only gotten 2 games of it. Nice. Oh no. Gosh. The drop issues with Jefferson this year are kind of odd. I shouldn't say issues, but he's had some odd drops. That's for sure. Mahomes or Jordan Love? Jordan Love for sure. Flacco or Watson? Oof. Who's on waivers? Who's on waivers? Go to waivers right now. Should I keep Flowers? If you're able to package him and move up and like upgrade from him, I definitely would. That's Dalton, Watson, Knicks, and Carr. The best one is probably Carr, but hey, just go check out waivers real quick. Just go check waivers. Should I trade Achan or should I hold? And if I do trade him, who for? Hold. You gotta hold. Jared Goff or Jordan Love. Goff is on bye, so Jordan Love for that one. Fields or Murray from the Three Amigos. Shout out to you three. That's a Kyler Murray one. Should I cut CMC or wait until he's healthy and sit one of MHJ, Olave, McLaurin, or Higgins? Probably going to sit Higgins just because he's probably got the lowest downside this week. And then I would try to just flip CMC if I can. I wouldn't straight up cut him. That's on waivers. I only have. Oh yeah. So, you can. It's between Carr and Dalton. Carr still. Olave or Wicks, you still go Chris Olave. Cut him, my bad. So it depends on what you can get back. If you can get I shouldn't say substantial, but if you're gonna get a piece that can produce for you, I would consider it. Because I just don't think there's any way that CMC is going to be the CMC, the 101 CMC when he comes back. Reichardt's so good, man. Now we just need the defense to hold. That's the thing. Defense hold. That's it. Jordan Mason or Ken Walker. I would say Jordan Mason because I think Jordan Mason can be the RB1 on the week. Leggett or Atwell. That's an Xavier Leggett one for me. Wicks or Higgins. I would lean Wicks. Prescott or Fields. I see them very similarly. So I think I would maybe lean Fields for the rushing production. Yeah, you can go either way with that one, to be completely honest. Josh Downs, Bowers, or Javonte, full PPR. I would go Bowers. Just I don't like the Jacksonville weather situation, like I've said before. Javonte, yeah, they may need Bowers though in this game with no Devontae, and Madison is your running back. You may need a Brock Bowers if you're Vegas. So I would lean Bowers there. Do you watch college football? I try to as much as I can because I'm a big fan of the NFL draft. So college football is my way of getting used to or getting familiar with who are the incoming rookies and stuff. But I do know that yesterday, because I watched a fair amount of it, yesterday was absolutely nuts. Bama losing, Michigan losing, USC losing, Missouri getting blown out, Tennessee losing. There were upsets galore in the top 12. So that's what makes college football so fun, though. When you see those kind of upsets, Madison or Ramondre, I would still go Ramondre. Is my quarterback lineup insane? Josh Allen, Stroud, and Dak Prescott. Yes. Just my question is, why do you have why do you have those? How do you have those three quarterbacks? That's really my question. Do I sell high on Drake London or hold? I would hold, just because this Falcons offense has been needing Drake London the last couple of weeks. So, do I think Cam Ward will be good in the NFL? Gosh, that one's tough because at least him coming out, because there was the he had committed to the draft. Then I think he withdrew himself. Well, because he kept his eligibility open. And at that point, him entry, it was a day 3 pick. It was a day 3 pick. That's where he was. So can he draft? Can he raise his stock? Absolutely. But then in terms of him getting to the NFL and playing in the NFL, I just don't know if he's going to find the opportunity to play. So let's see how the rest of the season goes. Avery, please. What'd you say? Akers, Gibson, Justice Hill. I would say Gibson. Start McBride or Freiermuth. I would start McBride. And we're coming up on 11:45 here. So 2 minutes until we got the witching hour, like Scott Hansen likes to call it. So we got about 8 more minutes. So again, 8 more minutes. Get all of your questions in. I will try my best to answer as many of them, if not all of them, as I can. Yeah, fire away. Let's do this. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Of course, Avery. Back to this. Should I trade CMC? It depends on what you're going to get back. That's the thing. It depends on what you get back. You're not going to get, you're not going to get a stud in return. And that's the unfortunate part. Flex Shaheed, Tyreek, or Wandale. Flex Tyreek. It would go Tyreek, Wandale, and Shaheed for me. But I can't bench Tyreek knowing that he can still house one for 70 or 80 yards. That's the thing with Tyreek. So that being said, can he also just put up like 5 like he did the other week, last week? Yeah. But at the same time, he can put up 18 on just 2 catches. So you still go Tyreek. Let's see. Bowers or Ferguson in full PPR. It's still that's Jake Ferguson for me. Leggett or Debo. Debo. Yeah, go Debo. Wandale or Kirk. That's a Wandale Robinson one. That's Wandale Robinson. Which one should I trade between Stroud and Prescott? Probably you. I think most people would say Dak just because he's kind of the odd one out, but I think you're going to get a bigger return on Stroud. So I would say Stroud because I know that because I think Dak is good enough still to be, I think Dak is good enough to still be to be a contributing piece is the best way to say it. So you can get a higher return for a guy like Stroud. What fantasy app do you use? I use all of them because I'm in a lot of leagues. The app that I do the most leagues on though is Sleeper. After that's ESPN and then Yahoo. Njoku or Parkinson, I would go Parkinson on that. Oh, that one's close. I almost answered that too quickly without thinking. I think you go Njoku. It's going to be close between them though. Someone offered me Connor for CMC. Should I take it straight up? Oh, yes. If you're going to get James Conner for CMC, I would definitely take that. Just because I think you can try to push for more. The thing is, I when it comes to a guy like CMC and just how murky the rest of the season looks for him, I don't really want to play any games, if that makes sense. Fields or Purdy this week? We're going to go with Purdy, my start of the week at quarterback. Kirk, Wicks, or Wandale? I probably lean Wicks just because at that point, Wicks is just in the better off. Like Wandale is going to be in a very good role. Wicks is in a very good role. I like the Green Bay Packer offense more than the Giants. Kraft or Bowers and Love or Fields? I would go Love and I would go Kraft. No. Whoa. I answered that one too quickly as well. Go with Love. Go with Bowers. That's what I meant to say. Wow. That could have been really bad. Skull. Oh, am I behind? Did something good happen? Because I just saw the first down after the 2-minute warning. Does something good happen? Please tell me something good happens. Please tell me something good happens. Akers or Goodson? I would go Akers. Yeah, go Akers there. Connor or ETN to start? ETN. Indy. I would go ETN. Pittman, Wandale, or Kirk? Go Wandale. Go Wandale on that one. Thoughts on? Hey, that's what we like to see. He was down. Dude, Garrett Wilson is such a baby. No, sorry, shoot. But hey, nothing bad has happened. So Skull. Why is Sam Darnold selling? Because of Aaron Jones getting hurt. So there's no run game for him to work off of. And Rainey against a Jets defense. It's tough. It's very, very tough. Started with 20 points. Yeah, they have gone crazy. DJ Moore, Deontay Johnson. I would go Deontay Johnson on that one. All right, 2 more minutes. 2 more minutes, and we will. Rodgers feeds Wilson so much, at least in this one, because I think Minnesota has just been very bend but don't break when it comes to passing games this year. Oh, man. Yeah, I think in this game it works out really, really well just because Wilson is doing a lot of slants. He's doing a lot of curl routes because the other thing is too, Rodgers is getting the ball out super quick. That helps. So thanks for all the help. You're the reason I'm 3-1. Let's make it 4-1 this week. You're very, very welcome for all the help. A couple more here. Sermon or Javonte, batted up in the air. Okay, second down. Sermon or Javonte, I'm going to go with Javonte on that one. Thoughts on Rachaad White? Don't know what you're going to get in return for him, but the guy is just not doing well this year. Don't know what you're going to get back. Leggett or Pittman? I would say Leggett. I would say Leggett. Go till the end of the game. You guys just want to see my reaction. That's what it is. You want to see my reaction to how this game ends. Should I trade Tyreek or Dell? I'm 0-4. I would try to sell Tyreek, but tough part is I just don't know what you're going to get for him with backup quarterback play. Oh, we got. Did the clock not go on that play? Unless they brought the clock back after Saleh called a timeout, but oof. Okay. DJ or Worthy? DJ on that one. Not a start state question, but what should I do with Jordan Mason with CMC looking like he's returning soon? Hold for a couple more weeks, and then I shouldn't even say that. I might. So I don't think Jordan Mason's going to completely go away when McCaffrey comes back, just because McCaffrey won't be at 100%. Back shoulder ball picked. Stephon Gilmore. Holy smokes. Stephon Gilmore. Oh, Stephon Gilmore. Yeah, let's go. Yes. Oh, my word. Yes. They tried to do the back shoulder and it didn't work. Wow. Yes. Yes. Holy smokes. Even more fantasy points from the Vikings defense. Let's go. Wow. All right. Fields or Purdy? We're going Purdy on that one. Rodgers looking like there's a flag. Dude, you threw it low. You threw it low. Oh, man. Holy smokes. From South Carolina. Go Gamecocks, like Pat McAfee likes to say. If you know, you know. You know what he actually says, but alrighty. Let's do a couple more questions, and then I will let you loose, and then you can go and adjust your lineups accordingly. So Wandale or Shaheed, we're gonna go Wandale. I've got 33 with London and 18 with the Vikes defense. That's a heck of a start to the week. Let's go. Yeah, definitely looking like a good week. All right, couple more here, and I will turn you guys loose. ETN, Connor, Achane start 2. I would go ETN and Achane. Yeah, I just don't feel great about Connor in San Francisco. That's the thing. That's what it really comes down to. So, thoughts on starting big Eric All today? Let's go, Eric All. Yeah. It depends on who your other options are, but at the same time, if you just need like 6 or 7, Eric All's your guy. So, and you know what? With how bad tight ends have been this year, if you're just looking for a little consistency, Eric All might just be your guy. So, Elite Volts, help. Give me your question. W. Absolutely. Should I trade Mahomes? Yes. Well, the name value is still there because the guy has just not been producing. Let's see. Help, please. What's your question? How long should AG? He should be back next week. It was kind of awkward when he got injured because he couldn't put him on IR because IR would open his window for a week 6 return. They had a week 5 bye, so they had to they just had to kind of hold him. So he'll be back. Soon. Let's see. DJ Moore, Keon Coleman, or Juju. DJ Moore. There we go. Thanks for the videos. Hey, appreciate it. Again, just to make sure that you know who exactly we are. Hi, my name is Tyler. I'm 1/3 of the Fantasy Football Fellas, along with my buddy Lucas and my buddy Cameron. We post podcast episodes 3 days a week. We post short form content every single day. We do lives every single week as well. So again, if you are not subscribed, make sure you are to get league winning advice, to help with your trade advice, your starts and sits, your ads and drops, all of the sort. Make sure you're following us and to get some of this good content that we are giving y'all for the rest of the season. Yes, sir. That's what I'm talking about. That is what I'm talking about. God bless. That's what I'm talking about. God bless y'all. Alrighty. That's what I'm talking about. Thank you, everybody. Best of luck in week 5. Let's go pick up another W. Hey, for all of us, for all of you, where are the fellas from Minnesota? Yes, sir. Let me see if I've got something here. I've got something here that says that I'm from Minnesota. But yeah, we are from Minnesota. Minnesota nice. That's what I'm talking about. We love fellas. Yes, sir. Podcast on Spotify. Absolutely. Appreciate your time helping everybody out. Yes, absolutely. Very, very welcome. Do you ignore me? I do not. I was just shamelessly plugging where you guys can find more content. Whether you're Terry, you're going to go Terry. There you go. Red Zone Countdown. Let's do it. Alrighty. Again, thanks and shout out to every single one of you that joined and asked your questions. I apologize if I didn't get to your questions, but be sure to tune in the weeks moving forward because, again, like I said, we are live every single day. So we will see you all next week. Best of luck in week